Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Now, if you're an entrepreneur in Nigeria, or you're thinking about starting a business here, listen up. This one is for you. We already know Nigeria is a land of opportunities, right? But let's be real, it's also a jungle out there. And just like any jungle, there are hidden dangers lurking everywhere, ready to sabotage your hustle. So in this video, we're going to shine a light on those dangers, those silent killers that can take down even the most promising businesses. We're talking about the top 10 things that can kill businesses in Nigeria. You know I keep it real with you guys, and this is not about scaring you, but about empowering you. Because forewarned is forearmed, baby. So grab your notepad and pen, get comfy, and let's dive in. Okay, let's talk about infrastructure, or should I say the lack of it. We've all been there, right? Trying to run a business in Nigeria with epileptic power supply. You see generators booming everywhere, businesses spending a fortune on diesel just to keep the lights on. It's frustrating, it's expensive, and it's a major drain on resources. And don't even get me started on the roads. Potholes the size of swimming pools, traffic jams that feel longer than a Kardashian marriage. It's a logistical nightmare. Trying to move goods from point A to B becomes a whole drama on its own. Delays, damaged goods, increased transportation costs. It all adds up. These infrastructure problems are no joke, people. They can cripple your business before it even gets off the ground. Imagine running a restaurant and the power goes out right in the middle of dinner service, or trying to meet a deadline when your delivery truck is stuck in traffic for hours on end. It's enough to make you want to pull your hair out. But listen, we're Nigerian, right? We're resilient. We're creative. So while we push for better infrastructure in our country, we also need to be proactive in finding ways to work around these challenges. Investing in alternative power sources like solar, exploring efficient logistics options, and building strong relationships with suppliers who understand the terrain. These are just some of the ways we can navigate this infrastructure jungle and come out on top. Let's talk about the elephant in the room: corruption. This is a tough one, but we can't shy away from it. We've all heard the stories, and some of us have even experienced it firsthand. From dealing with corrupt officials who demand bribes to unfair competition from businesses that thrive on shady dealings, corruption is a cancer that eats away at the very fabric of our society. Imagine this. You're a young entrepreneur, you've poured your heart and soul into your business, you're playing by the rules, paying your taxes, but then you come up against a competitor who's cutting corners, bribing their way to the top. How do you compete with that? It's disheartening, it's demoralizing, and it creates an uneven playing field that stifles innovation and discourages honest hard work. But here's the thing, guys. We can't let corruption win. It's easy to feel powerless, to think that one person can't make a difference, but that's not true. We need to start by demanding transparency and accountability from our leaders. Support businesses that operate ethically, speak out against bribery and extortion, and let's create a culture where corruption is no longer tolerated. It's a long and difficult fight, but it's a fight worth fighting. Because a corruption-free Nigeria is a Nigeria where businesses can thrive, where innovation can flourish, and where everyone has a fair shot at success. Okay, let's be honest. Trying to run a business in Nigeria can sometimes feel like playing a game of roulette. You never know what to expect next. One minute there's a new policy that seems business-friendly, the next minute, bam! There's another one that throws you completely off balance. It's like the government is constantly changing the rules of the game. And for entrepreneurs, this lack of consistency and predictability can be a major headache. You're trying to plan for the future, make investments, secure loans, but how can you do that when the ground is constantly shifting beneath your feet? Imagine this. You've just secured funding to expand your manufacturing business. You're excited, you're ready to hire more staff, invest in new equipment. Then boom, a new government policy introduces a ban on the importation of your key raw materials. Just like that, your entire business plan goes up in smoke. This constant policy uncertainty creates a climate of fear and hesitation. Investors get cold feet, businesses become risk-averse, and the economy suffers as a result. We need our leaders to understand that consistency and predictability are crucial for business growth. We need policies that are well thought out, policies that are implemented in a transparent and consistent manner, policies that provide a stable and predictable environment for businesses to thrive. Only then can we truly unlock the incredible entrepreneurial potential of this nation. Let's talk money, honey, because we all know that you need capital to start and grow a business. But in Nigeria, getting access to that capital can feel like trying to find a unicorn riding a bicycle. It's that rare. The banks make it almost impossible for small businesses to get loans. And even when they do, the interest rates are enough to make your head spin. You've got a great business idea. You've done your market research. You've got the passion, the drive, the hustle. But you don't have the funds to get it off the ground. It's like being stuck in a chicken and egg situation. You need money to make money, but how do you get the money in the first place? And it's not just about bank loans. Venture capitalists and angel investors are like rare diamonds in Nigeria. They exist, but they're incredibly difficult to find, and even more difficult to convince to invest in your dream. It can feel like you're constantly hitting a brick wall, and it's enough to make even the most determined entrepreneur want to throw in the towel. But hold on, don't give up on your dreams just yet. We need to start thinking outside the box, exploring alternative funding options like crowdfunding, seeking out grants and funding opportunities from international organizations, and building strong networks with potential investors. We also need to put pressure on our financial institutions to create more accessible funding options for small businesses. Because when we empower our entrepreneurs, we empower our nation. Okay, let's talk about the cost of doing business in Nigeria. Now, I'm not talking about the cost of your goods or services. I'm talking about the hidden costs, the unexpected expenses that can pop up out of nowhere and eat into your profits like termites. First up, we've got the multiple taxes. Oh yes, honey, get ready to pay taxes on everything. From your business premises to your equipment to your staff salaries, it seems like there's a tax for everything under the sun. And don't even get me started on the unofficial taxes. Those little gifts that corrupt officials expect you to hand over just to get things done. Then there's the cost of security. In a country where insecurity is a major concern, businesses have to invest heavily in security measures to protect their assets and staff. From hiring security guards to installing CCTV cameras and alarm systems, it all adds up. And let's not forget about the cost of transportation, the cost of rent, the cost of fuel. The list goes on and on. It's enough to make any entrepreneur wonder if they should just pack it all in and go get a government job. But here's the thing. We're Nigerians, right? We're resourceful, we're resilient, we're masters of finding creative solutions to seemingly impossible challenges. We need to get smart about how we manage our finances, explore cost-effective alternatives, and build strong networks of support with other entrepreneurs. It's about being proactive, being informed, and being prepared to adapt to the ever-changing landscape of the Nigerian business environment. Because when you're armed with knowledge and a whole lot of hustle, nothing can stop you from achieving your entrepreneurial dreams. Listen up, my aspiring entrepreneurs. This one's crucial. In the wise words of someone who definitely wasn't a Nigerian auntie, to assume is to make an ass out of you and me. And trust me, when it comes to business, assumptions can be deadly. You see that brilliant business idea you've got swirling around in your head, the one you're convinced is going to make you millions? Well, before you go investing your life savings and maxing out your credit cards, pump the brakes and do your research. Market research is not just some fancy business jargon. It's the bedrock of any successful venture. It's about understanding your target audience, knowing your competition, and identifying opportunities and potential pitfalls before you even start. It's about minimizing risks and maximizing your chances of success. Imagine this. You're so convinced that your new line of designer cat clothes is going to be a hit. You invest everything you have in it. You rent a shop, design a website, hire staff, but then crickets. Turns out nobody wants to buy clothes for their cats. Your target audience wasn't properly defined, and you're left with a mountain of debt and a closet full of unsold cat sweaters. Don't let that be you. Take the time to understand your market. Who are you selling to? What are their needs and wants? What are your competitors offering? What makes your product or service unique? Remember, knowledge is power, and in the business world, market research is your secret weapon. So do your homework, gather your intel, and watch your business thrive. Okay, let's be real for a minute. Not everyone is cut out to be a leader. Just because you can bake a mean cake doesn't mean you can run a successful bakery. Managing a business requires a unique set of skills, a delicate balance of vision, strategy, and good old-fashioned people skills. And unfortunately, in Nigeria, we've got a lot of bosses who are more interested in throwing their weight around than in empowering their employees. They micromanage, they stifle creativity, They create a toxic work environment where everyone's walking on eggshells, afraid to speak up or share their ideas. And here's the thing, unhappy employees equal an unproductive business. When your staff feels undervalued, unappreciated, and uninspired, it shows in their work, in their attitude, and ultimately, in your bottom line. So, if you want your business to thrive, you need to invest in developing your leadership skills. Learn how to communicate effectively, how to delegate tasks, how to motivate and inspire your team. Create a positive and supportive work environment where your employees feel valued and respected. Remember, a true leader doesn't just bark orders, they lead by example, they empower their team, and they create a shared vision for success. So ditch the ego, embrace collaboration, and watch your business soar to new heights. Listen, in the Nigerian business jungle, competition is fierce. Everywhere you turn, there's someone else selling something similar, vying for the same customers, fighting for their share of the market. It's a constant hustle, a battle for survival, and only the strong survive. But here's the thing, competition isn't necessarily a bad thing. In fact, it can be a powerful motivator, pushing you to innovate, to improve your products and services, to always be one step ahead of the game. Think of it like this. Competition is like that friend who always pushes you to do better, to be your best self, even if it means sweating it out at the gym at 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning. The key is to find your unique selling proposition. What makes your business stand out from the crowd? Is it your exceptional customer service? Is it the quality of your products? Is it your innovative approach to solving problems? Once you know what makes you special, shout it from the rooftops. Don't be afraid to market your strengths, to highlight what makes you different, and to show your customers why they should choose you over the competition. Remember, in the jungle of business, only the adaptable survive. So embrace the challenge, up your game, and get ready to conquer the market. Let's face it, the Nigerian economy can sometimes feel like a roller coaster ride. Lots of ups and downs, unexpected twists and turns, and the occasional loop-de-loop that leaves you feeling a little bit queasy. One minute the naira is soaring, the next minute it's plummeting faster than my hopes of finding a decent man in Lagos. One minute inflation is under control, the next minute it's skyrocketing like a rocket to the moon. It's enough to make even the most seasoned entrepreneur break out in a cold sweat. But here's the thing, we can't control the economy, but we can control how we react to it. Just like a seasoned sailor knows how to navigate stormy seas, we need to learn how to weather the economic storms and come out stronger on the other side. So, what's the secret? Diversification, my friends. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Explore different revenue streams, target different customer segments, and be prepared to adapt your business model to the changing economic climate. It's also crucial to manage your finances wisely. Keep a close eye on your cash flow, avoid unnecessary expenses, and build up a financial cushion that can help you weather the storms. Remember, in the unpredictable world of business, flexibility is key. So, stay informed, stay agile, and be prepared to ride the waves of the Nigerian economy. In the words of the great Steve Jobs, innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. And let me tell you, in the fast-paced world of business, if you're not moving forward, you're falling behind. The Nigerian market is constantly evolving, new trends are emerging, consumer preferences are changing, and if you're stuck in your old ways, clinging to outdated business models and resisting innovation, you might as well kiss your business goodbye. Think about it. Remember those big, bulky box TVs we used to have? The ones that took up half the living room and weighed a ton? Yeah, they're practically extinct now, replaced by sleek flat-screen TVs and streaming services. The companies that didn't innovate, that didn't adapt to the changing market, well, they got left behind. So how do you stay ahead of the curve? Embrace technology. Explore new ways of doing things. Don't be afraid to challenge the status quo, to think outside the box, and to experiment with new ideas. Listen to your customers, pay attention to market trends, and be willing to adapt your products, services, and business models to meet the ever-changing demands of the market. Remember, innovation is not just about creating something entirely new. It's also about finding ways to improve what you already have, to make it better, faster, stronger, and more relevant to your target audience. So ditch the fear of failure, embrace the spirit of innovation, and watch your business thrive in the ever-evolving Nigerian market. And there you have it, 10 business killers in Nigeria and how to avoid them. Listen, I know it can seem overwhelming, but trust me, with the right knowledge, the right mindset, and a whole lot of hustle, you can overcome these challenges and build a successful business empire. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Let us know in the comments if there are other factors you think affect businesses in Nigeria. Let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, stay fabulous, stay focused, and keep chasing those dreams.